To implement mobile continuous integration, define your GitHub Actions workflow within the required .github/workflows directory. Configure the workflow trigger for specific events, typically using push or pull request targeting the main branch. Mobile continuous integration mandates distinct runner environments for cross-platform compatibility. Use macOS-latest for all iOS build processes and Ubuntu-latest for Android builds. Implement a job matrix strategy to execute parallel builds for both platforms efficiently within a single workflow file definition. This approach minimizes overall pipeline execution time. The initial step in every job must utilize the action/checkout at version 4 action to retrieve the repository source code onto the selected runner environment. Define environment variables globally within the job scope to manage consistent versioning parameters, such as application version codes or configuration flags, across all subsequent steps. This ensures uniformity between Android and iOS builds. Explicitly setting these parameters prevents configuration drift and simplifies maintenance. Android builds require the correct Java Development Kit version setup for successful compilation. Configure the environment using the action/setup-java action, specifying the distribution and version, typically JDK 17 for modern Android projects. Securely inject the necessary signing keystore file and credentials using GitHub Secrets. First, base64 encode your local keystore file. Store the resulting long string as a repository secret within GitHub. Decode this secret back into a physical keystore file on the runner using a shell script step immediately preceding the Gradle execution. The module-level build.gradle file must contain the signing config block. This block must reference the injected environment variables for the store password, the key alias, and the key password during the release build task. This method ensures that sensitive signing credentials never reside directly in the repository source code. Always verify that the decoding script places the keystore file in the expected path referenced by the Gradle configuration. iOS builds demand specific provisioning profiles and developer certificates for successful code signing. Store the P12 certificate and the mobile provisioning profile securely as GitHub Secrets, often encrypted or base64 encoded. Utilize a dedicated action, such as apple-action/import-codesigning-certs, to decrypt and install the certificate directly into the runner's keychain. The provisioning profile must be placed precisely in the correct directory path, ~/library/mobile device/provisioning profiles. Set the Xcode build configuration to use the installed profile and certificate identity during the archive step. This configuration is critical for generating a valid signed application. Ensure the correct scheme and workspace path are explicitly defined in the Xcode build command to prevent common build failures related to project structure. Failure to correctly place the profile or specify the identity will result in code signing errors during the archive process. Testing steps must execute successfully before the pipeline proceeds to artifact generation. For Android, execute JVM unit tests using the command /gradlu test. For iOS, use Xcode build test, specifying the target scheme and a suitable simulator destination, such as platform equals iOS simulator, name equals iPhone 15. Integration tests often require an emulator or simulator setup. Use dedicated actions like reactive circus/android-emulator-runner to launch a virtual device for Android integration testing within the continuous integration environment. Ensure test results are published using actions/upload-artifact to retain test reports and logs. This step facilitates detailed review of failures outside the console output, providing necessary debugging information. Always configure the test step to fail the job immediately upon any test failure, enforcing quality gates. After successful testing, generate the final distribution artifacts. Android requires ./gradlu bundle release for an Android app bundle, known as AAB, or assemble release for a standard APK file. iOS requires 2 sequential steps. First, Xcode build archive, followed immediately by Xcode build export archive to produce the signed IPA file ready for distribution. Use the action/upload-artifact at version 4 action to persist these generated files outside the runner environment. Define a unique artifact name, often incorporating the Git SHA or the workflow run number for complete traceability back to the source commit. Specify the exact path to the output directory, such as app/build/output/release/app-release.aab, or the specific exported IPA location. Artifacts are retained for 90 days by default, providing a window for manual downloads or deployment retries. Deployment requires secure authentication with the target service. For Google Play console deployment, use a service account JSON key generated in the Google Cloud Console and store its content as a GitHub secret. Utilize the r0adkll/upload-google-play action, passing the service account path and the AAB file path, specifying the target track, such as internal, alpha, or production. For Firebase app distribution, generate a Firebase token using the Firebase command line interface and store this token as a secret. Use the official Firebase command line interface action, specifying the application ID and the target testers group for distribution. Ensure the token is passed via the environment variable firebase_token for authentication purposes. Never embed the service account key or the Firebase token directly in the workflow file. Always reference them securely through the secrets context. Automated iOS deployment to TestFlight relies exclusively on the App Store Connect API key for secure, non-interactive authentication. Generate the required credentials, including the issuer ID, key ID, and the P8 file, within the App Store Connect portal. Store the P8 file content securely as a GitHub secret. Use an action like fastlane-action with the deliver command or a dedicated deployment action, such as apple-action/upload-testflight. Configure the chosen action to use the API key credentials instead of traditional Apple ID username and password combinations. Specify the IPA path and the target TestFlight group for distribution. Crucially, ensure the build number is incremented correctly in the project settings before the archive step to avoid upload rejection by App Store Connect. Repeatedly uploading the same build number will cause the deployment job to fail. Never hardcode sensitive data. Always rely exclusively on GitHub Secrets for API keys, passwords, and signing materials. Implement dependency caching to significantly reduce subsequent build times. Use actions/cache to cache Gradle dependencies located in ~.gradle/caches and CocoaPods dependencies located in ~.CocoaPods. Define a unique cache key based on the relevant lock file, such as gradle-wrapper.properties or podfile.lock, ensuring cache invalidation occurs only when dependencies change. Use conditional steps, specified by if:\success parenthesis, to ensure deployment jobs only execute after successful build and test phases. This prevents wasting resources on failed artifacts. Regularly review runner logs to identify and eliminate performance bottlenecks, minimizing continuous integration costs and accelerating the feedback loop for developers.